She wasn't out of shape. She was exhausted from doing almost nothing. Carrying groceries felt like lifting weights. Getting off the couch felt like a workout. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to go from barely moving to a safe, powerful exercise routine. We're going to walk through exactly how to go from barely moving, maybe just walking around your house, all the way to a full exercise routine that's specifically designed to burn fat, protect your muscle, and keep your metabolism running high. Not a bodybuilder routine, not a CrossFit routine, a routine built on real medical evidence for people on a weight loss journey. Here's the most important thing to know before we start. Exercise during weight loss is not optional. When you lose weight, whether from surgery, medication, or diet, your body loses both fat and muscle. If you don't exercise, up to 25 to 30% of the weight you lose can be muscle. That's a problem because muscle is what keeps your metabolism up, keeps you strong, and keeps the weight off long term. The goal isn't just to lose weight. The goal really is to lose fat and keep your muscle. Exercise is how you do that. We use a 7-level system in our practice. Level 1 is for someone who's sedentary, barely moving. Level 7 is someone who's exercising 5 to 6 days a week with a combination of resistance training and cardio. You don't jump to level 7, you earn each level. You spend at least 2 to 4 weeks at 1, and you only move up when you can handle the current level comfortably. No excessive soreness, no joint pain, no shortness of breath that doesn't recover quickly. This isn't a race. Some people spend 2 weeks at a level, some people spend 6. Both are fine. What matters is consistency and progression. If you're at level 1, your only job is to break up sitting time. Walk around your house for 5 to 10 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day. Do some seated marching. Stand up from a chair and sit back down. That's a squat, by the way. Do some wall push-ups. Set a timer to get up and move for 2 minutes every hour. That's it. That's level 1, and it matters more than you think. At level 2, you start walking outside for 15 to 20 minutes, 3 days a week, and you add 2 days of simple full body exercises. Chair squats, wall push-ups, resistance band rows, calf raises. Nothing fancy, just building the habit of using your muscles regularly. If you've had bariatric surgery, you'll stay at level 1 for about 2 weeks after your operation. You can start level 2 at about 2 to 3 weeks, but you shouldn't move beyond level 3 until about 6 to 12 weeks post-surgery, and only with your surgeon's clearance. Level 3 is where things start to feel real. Your goal is 150 minutes of walking per week. That's the minimum recommended by every major medical association. You're walking 30 minutes at a time, 3 days a week, at a pace where you can talk but you can't sing. On 2 other days, you're going to do a full body resistance circuit with light dumbbells or resistance bands, squats, floor presses, rows, shoulder presses, deadlifts, and planks. Notice something? Every resistance workout trains your entire body. There's no chest day, leg day, whatever. It's full body every time. There's a reason for that, and it's one of the most important things in this video. You've probably seen people at the gym doing the bro split. Chest and triceps Monday, back and biceps Wednesday, legs Friday. It's called the split routine, and it's designed for bodybuilders trying to maximize muscle size. That's not your goal. Your goal is to burn the most amount of fat possible and keep your metabolism elevated. Research has shown that when you train your full body every session, hitting your legs, your chest, your back, and your shoulders all in one workout, you lose significantly more fat than if you split those same exercises across different days, even when the total amount of work is identical. One study found that the full body group lost nearly 1 kilogram of fat, while the split group actually gained fat doing the exact same exercises. The same number of reps and sets, just organized differently. Why? Because when you work your entire body in one session, you create a bigger metabolic disturbance. Your body has to recover more muscle groups at once, which means it burns more calories for hours after you leave the gym or after you finish your home workout. Studies show that your metabolism stays elevated for up to 21 hours after a full body resistance workout. Over weeks and months, that adds up to 6 to 10% increase in your resting metabolic rate. That means you're burning more calories even on days you don't exercise. Starting at level 4, we organize your exercise into supersets. That means you do 1 lower body exercise and 1 upper body exercise back to back with minimal rest. For example, a set of squats immediately followed by a set of dumbbell presses. Then you rest 60 seconds and repeat. By level 6, you're doing trisets, groups of 3 exercises, 1 lower, 1 upper, and 1 core, all back to back before you rest. This format burns significantly more calories per minute than traditional training where you do a set, rest 2 minutes, do another set. It also gets you done faster. This style of training, alternating upper, lower with short rest, has been shown to produce higher oxygen consumption, higher blood lactate, and greater energy expenditures than traditional set-based training. In plain language, it makes your body work harder and burn more. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. You don't need a gym to do this. Research has shown that resistance band training is superior to free weights for reducing body fat in people with overweight and obesity. Home-based exercise programs produce equal or even better long-term weight loss compared to gym-based programs, largely because people actually stick with them. All you need is a set of resistance bands, a few pairs of dumbbells, a sturdy chair, and a yoga mat. That's it. Every gym exercise has a home equivalent. Lat pull-downs become band pull-downs over a door. Cable rows become band rows. Bench press becomes floor press. Leg press becomes goblet squats and lunges. And when the dumbbells start feeling too easy, you don't have to buy heavier ones right away. Slow down each rep to a count of 3 or 4 on the way down. Add a pause at the bottom. Increase your reps from 10 to 15. Shorten your rest periods. All of these are proven ways to keep progressing without adding weight. Let's talk about cardio. There's a specific heart rate zone where your body burns the highest percentage of fat as fuel. For most people with higher body fat, that's about 61 to 66% of your peak heart rate. For most people, that translates into a brisk walk, not a jog, not a sprint. A brisk walk, ideally on an incline if you're on a treadmill. The research has shown that optimal dose is about 60 minutes per session, and the treadmill walking is actually better than cycling for fat oxidation. You don't have to start there. At level 3, you're doing 30 minutes, and you build up gradually. By level 7, you're aiming for 250 to 300 minutes per week of total activity. That includes your warm-ups on resistance days. You'll also add interval training as you progress, alternating between harder and easier efforts. This improves your cardiovascular fitness and creates an additional metabolic boost. By level 5, you're training 3 days a week with full body resistance circuits and doing 2 to 3 cardio sessions. Each resistance workout has a different focus. One day emphasizes squats, another day emphasizes hip hinges like deadlifts, another emphasizes lunges, but every session still trains your whole body. At level 6, you move to trisets and add an additional 4th resistance day. And at level 7, you're maintaining 3 to 4 resistance sessions and 2 dedicated cardio sessions per week with progressive overload, meaning you're gradually increasing the challenge over time. Level 7 is a destination, and it's not a temporary phase, it's your new normal. The research is clear. People who exercise more than 200 minutes per week during weight loss lose dramatically more weight and keep it off compared to those under 150 minutes. One landmark study showed a difference of nearly 10 kilograms at long-term follow-up. One more thing about exercise selection. We prioritize compound movements, exercise that use multiple joints and large muscle groups at once. Squats, lunges, deadlifts, rows, presses. Research shows that a squat burns over 20 calories per minute at moderate intensity. A bicep curl, less than 5. When your time is limited and your goal is fat loss, compound movements give you dramatically more return on your investment. These exercises also trigger a larger hormonal response. More adrenaline, more growth hormone, and all that drives the fat out of your fat cells and into the bloodstream to be burned. One study showed that whole body resistance exercise increased fat breakdown in abdominal fat tissues by 78% during exercise and doubled fat burning in the 45 minutes afterwards. So let's recap your roadmap. Level 1, just move. Level 2, walk and do simple body weight exercises. Level 3, hit 150 minutes of walking and start light resistance training. Level 4, introduce supersets and intervals. Level 5, 3 resistance days, progressive overload. Level 6, trisets, high output metabolic training. Level 7, maintain for life. Every level uses full body training. Every level prioritizes compound movements. The format's designed to maximize fat burning, protect your muscle, and keep your metabolism high, not just during your workout, but for hours and even days afterwards. You don't need to be an athlete. You don't need a gym membership. You need consistency, patience, and a willingness to show up for yourself. Start where you are, follow the levels, trust the process. I have a full guide on my website that's downloadable and ready to use. The link is in the description. Good luck. Talk to your doctor or your bariatric team before starting and ask them which level is right for you. We'll see you at level 7. And if you found this helpful, subscribe and share it with someone who needs it. Drop a comment below and tell us what level you're starting at. We'd love to cheer you on. Real science, real surgery, real results.